Hey guys, and welcome to my quest guide for the 2008 Members Quest Defender of Varrock. So, onto the requirements. So to start this quest, you will need to have completed the Shield of Arav quest, as well as claim the kudos from Historian Minus in the Varrock Museum after the quest, the Knight's Sword, Family Crest, and What Lies Below. Skills required, you will need 51 Agility, 51 Hunter, 59 Mining, and 54 Smithing. Items, you will need a light source, a blue-rite ore, which you can get from the Asgarnian dungeon south of Port Sarim. You need a spade, but not on your tool belt, and armor, weapons, and food for combat. Enemies to defeat, there will be 6 armored zombies at level 86 each. So to start this quest, you will need to head to the Varrock Palace and go to the northwest tower and up to the top floor. Go ahead and speak to Captain Rovin. Choose option 1. Oh good, sounds like a quest. Then accept the quest. And option 1, okay, let's get going. So once it loads in, head east into the graveyard. Once Harwin follows you in, go ahead and speak to Harwin. Go through the chat. Speak to Harwin once again. Choose option 1, I want to talk about the mission. So once you've finished talking to him, you will need to follow the footprints that show up on the ground. So just north of the gateway, you will see a bush. Click to inspect that. And more footprints will appear. So now you just need to follow the footprints and inspect tree stumps, rocks, boulders, and anything you can find on the way, just to uncover the rest of the path of footprints. When you've been following the footprints for a while, you should come to a clump of dead trees, which is just north of the Chaos Temple. So go ahead and inspect the trees in that little forest area to get a grubby key. Follow the footprints to the east, searching trees again along the way. So just like we did before, follow the footprints and inspect different things, and eventually the footprints should lead to Simon near the Chaos Temple. So eventually, when the trail leads towards Simon at the Chaos Temple, you will inspect the final tree and get the message that you can't follow the footprints any further. So once you've done this, you need to head south into the Chaos Temple and go down the trapdoor using the grubby key. So once you're in the cave, head north. And then look over the balcony just to the eastern side for a cutscene. Hold down spacebar and go through the chat. After the cutscene, you're going to run to the west. You need to pick up 3 bottles from the floor. Once you've done this, kill 3 of the armored zombies. And then use the bottles on the red mist that shows up on the floor after they die. Once you've got all 3 bottles of red mist, go ahead through the door to the west. Go through the chat. After the little cutscene, head north, and we're going to do the same thing again. Kill 3 armored zombies, and use the empty bottles on the red mist to fill them up. When you've got your 3 bottles of red mist, head north and to the east and go through the next door. Keep going east and then peer over the southern balcony. Go through the cutscene. So once the cutscene's finished, we need to head back to Varrock Castle. So go ahead and teleport to the Varrock Lodestone or any other Varrock teleport that you've got. I'm going to head up to Varrock Castle and speak to Captain Rovin again at the top of the northwestern tower. Go through the chat. And next, teleport to Port Sarim. Head south. And head to the little house with the anvil symbol on it. We're going to go in there and speak to Thurgo. Now the chat option depends on your smithing level. So you need to choose the chat option that says, I'd like to ask about the Shield of Arav. So if you don't have your blue-right ore, you can head into the dungeon just to the east and mine some blue-right ore now. If you have brought it, go ahead and teleport to Edgeville. We're going to run southwest and head to Ice Mountain. Head to the northern side of Ice Mountain to the White Tree. And then you're going to go 2 steps to the east of the White Tree and use your shovel to dig. Once you've dug once, click on the churned up snow to dig again. And then head down into the hole. Go south and speak to Romano. Go through the chat and choose option 4, I wish to use the Sacred Forge. Then go ahead and use the blue-right ore on the Sacred Forge. Then talk to Romano once again for a cutscene. So after the cutscene, we're going to head back to Varrock. And we're going to head up to Varrock Castle once again. Once you enter the courtyard of Varrock Castle, it will go into a cutscene. Head inside the castle once you've got control again. Ignore the fighting going on. Up to the northwestern corner, to the top of the tower, and speak to Captain Rovin once again. Once you're done talking, he'll give you the Shield of Arav. And we're going to head down to the ground floor of the castle again. Head into the library, which is the northernmost room, and speak to Reldo. Choose the option that says, I'd like to talk about the invading zombies. It'll be either option 4 or 5. Then you need to read the census, which is on the lectern in the northern part of the room. Next, you need to search the scrolls that are on the floor. They're about 3 steps to the south, just south of that little table. That will give you a document in your inventory. Go ahead and read the list of Elders scroll in your inventory. Now the next section will be random for each person. So there are 5 people you need to speak to, and one of them will tell you that they are not a blood descendant. So you just need to go through the list until you find that one. For me, it was the final one, so you will see me visit all of them. But we start with King Rold in the southeastern corner of Varrock Castle. Choose option 1, talk about zombies. After you've done talking to him, the next one is in the same room. So you need to speak to Aonisi Racefer. Choose option 1, Defender of Varrock, and then option 2, talk about the zombie invasion. Next, we're going to go over and speak to Sir Prizin. He is on the western side of the castle, directly west of King Rold. There's no chat options for him, so just go through the chat. Next, we're going to head to the Varrock Museum. We'll go out the eastern side of the castle and over to the museum. We're going to speak to Curator Haig Halen. Speak to him and choose option 1, talk about the zombie invasion. And then finally, we're going to speak to Horvik, who is the smith just southwest of the museum. If you've not already found the right person, that is. So speak to Horvik and choose option 2, talk about the zombie invasion. So once you've found the correct person, we need to head down and speak to Deminthesis in southeastern Varrock. So head down to the fenced off area in the southeast. Once you get through the fence, Deminthesis is in the northernmost house, directly east of the gates. Speak to them and choose option 2, ask about something else. Go through the chat. And then watch the cutscene. Once the cutscene's over, you will be back in Varrock Castle, so you need to go ahead and speak to Captain Rovin once again. Go through the chat, and that will give you quest complete. So completing this quest, you will get 2 quest points, 15,000 Hunter XP, 10,000 Smithing XP, 10,000 Mining XP, 10,000 Defense XP, 2,000 Agility XP, access to the Chaos Temple Dungeon, access to 4 Gold Rune material caches, 5 kudos for the Varrock Museum, and 2 Treasure Hunter keys. So that's quest complete and well done.